Yeah, welcome to the class, dear students. Today I am going to do the long answer type questions of in rational numbers, especially in rationalization. So there is a problem like this: prime factorize and rationalize the denominator. So 14 over all this. So here it is very much clear that there are the irrational numbers are existing in the denominator. So our job is to rationalize this denominator. So we are not supposed to get a irrational number in the denominator. That is what we are doing in this problem. So before doing the rationalization, first we have to prime factorize all these bigger numbers and make it as factorize them in the prime factor as prime factors, and then start rationalization. So now you have the one by one we take all the numbers here in the denominators and start the prime factorization. So 108 prime factorization, of course 4 is not a prime number, but I can write it as 2 square, right? So I have written like this so that it is a quick way of division. So then we can write this as 108 is 4 2s are 18 and 4 7s are 28, 3 9s, 3 3s, 3 1. So you can express 108 as 4 times of 3 cube. Similarly, you can express 96 as 4 square times of 3 into 2. 192, you can express it as 4 into 4 into 4, that is 4 cube times of 3. And 54 can be expressed as 2 times of 3 cube. So this is what the expressions of prime factorization. And now let us see the square root of 108. Can be written as square root of, see 4 means 2 square. Now here you have to do one trick here is, see, because whenever the square there is square root and the power is square, suppose they both of them gets cancelled always. You should remember that. So similarly here 3 cube means you can write it as 3 square into 3, because 3 cube means cube is an odd number. So always the power must be an even number whenever they are in the square root. So we have to write like this so that we can simplify. So now this square and root gets cancelled. You will be remain with only square root of 3. For this there is no power 2, right? So the square root will be as it is for this. So the value is 6 root 3. Next, square root of 96. Square root of 4 square multiplied by 3 into 2. Again the square and square root gets cancelled. So it is 4 square root of 3 into 2 means 6. 192 under root is 4. Again 4 cube can be expressed as 4 square into 4. Now that 4 can be expressed as 2 square into 3. Now there is a square again. So this square and the square root gets cancelled. So you will be remain with 4 2s are 8. So 8, and for 3 the square root will be there, root 3. Now square root of 54 means again this 3 cube can be written as 3 square into 3. So that means 2 into 3 gets be 3 root 6 it is. Okay. So now we are able to express this whole thing. Let us write down this 14 over 108 root is 6 root 3. Root 96 is 4 root 6. Root 192 is 8 root 3. Minus 3 root 6 is, minus root 54 is 3 root 6. So now here if you observe, there is one root 3 here, one root 3 here. So I can add both of them. That is 6 plus 8, 14 root 3. Similarly there is root 6 here and root 6 here, and there is minus 4 minus 3. So it becomes minus 7 root 6. So this is the way of simplification now we did. Now we are stepping into rationalization. So that is 14 root 3 plus 7 root 6 over 14 root 3 plus 7 root 6. So now how will we express this 14 times of the numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator? The denominator is what? One is the same numbers 14 root 3 and the same number 7 root 6. So what is the formula here? Which is a plus b times of a minus b is what? A square minus b square. So we are using this formula to do this calculation. So now it is 14 root 3 into 14 root 3. 14 square we have to, by this time you should remember what is 14 square, which is 196, and root 3 into root 3 becomes 3, minus 7 square is 49 into root 6 into root 6 becomes 6. So now the numerator will be as it is. The denominator now is 196 into 3 is what? No, we can write directly like this. So 196 into 3 is 588 minus 49 into 6 is 240 plus 54 is 294. So this minus this gives you 294. So observe here that we have rationalized the denominator. Now the denominator doesn't have any irrational number. So that is what meant by the rationalization. I hope you could understand. Thank you.